I was born and raised in a strong Christian home. I was homeschooled. We went to an amazing church. We were there every single time the church doors were open. And I really feel like I had a blessed childhood. When I was a senior in high school is when I started feeling this rebellion in my heart. I wondered what it would be like to sin. I wondered if it was fun, like it looked like it was fun. And I remember thinking, if I can just get into this Bible school, if I can just get there, I'll be okay. I'll be surrounded by Christian students, I'll be surrounded by the Lord, and I won't have these feelings anymore. The first semester was great. The second semester, I started feeling like I was almost choked. I came home, I got a summer job, and I met a guy, and it kind of spiraled out of there. He was charming and everything that I had never experienced. And so we started partying and smoking pot at the beginning. And within 5 months of meeting him, I ended up pregnant. I was really at a low place, but I did not let that turn me back to the Lord. My daughter was born, and after she was, I think, 3 months old is when I got severe postpartum depression. And I ended up twice in the psych ward, chaptered by the police. They brought me. The first time I cut my arm open, and the second time I took a bottle of ibuprofen. After I got out of the psych ward, Chad and I, we got our own place, we got married, and we started using drugs a lot more heavily. So very quickly, it took control like a horrible monster. It just became the #1 thing in our lives. I was very bitter. I felt very jaded, and I felt like the Christian community didn't really know what was going on. I didn't know where to turn. In September of 2011, the police showed up at our door, and they arrested him, and he's been gone for a year now. He is in prison, and that has been the most difficult and the best thing that has ever happened to us as a couple and as a family. That is when I really turned to the Lord. Maybe for the first time in my life, all the way. Once Chad went to prison, the Lord came through for him, and in his darkest hour, he just fell on his knees, and he finally, after 30 years of living, just released and surrendered his life to the Lord.
Emily had mentioned on her Facebook page that she was looking for sermons or something online that she could just listen to and be encouraged.
I was really just seeking for encouragement and inspiration.
And I had been really encouraged through Revive Our Hearts. So I thought, well, I'll just post it on there. She probably won't even notice it, but I'll just feel like, hey, you should check this website out.
A few people responded, and Elizabeth said Revive Our Hearts, and for some reason, it just caught my eye. So I went online and I searched it, and here comes the website up on the internet. Clicked on one of the radio programs, and I felt like instantly my heart was just changed by listening to this. I felt calmer. I felt like this was truth. I was hearing pure truth.
I was really surprised because it was only a few days later that she wrote a whole blog post about how encouraged she had been with the Revive Our Hearts ministries and how God had really used it in her life.
I feel like I'm surrounded by and listening to on the radio women whose hearts are so close to the Lord, and that's what I aspire to be. It's just a strong woman of the Lord.